Happy time zones! Thank you all so much for joining me today for the surprise stream of Abba 64 Dark Mode Episode 2 featuring Hexen. Now, I know that we already played a little bit of Hexen during our last stream during Abba 64 Episode 1, where we had featured battle tanks, and within a couple of hours we happened to get through the entirety of the game. So I know that I already kind of showcased a little bit of Hexen 64, and I know in doing so we featured the mage, the cleric, and the fighters playstyles, and we end up going with the cleric for quite a bit of time before ultimately ending stream. Now, of course, we couldn't quite save because we didn't have a memory card, an N64 memory card. Because in my excitement of finding a good deal on this N64 and getting all the equipment needed to get it to go from AV to HDMI and what have you, I had completely forgotten to go and get a memory pack. So now we actually do have a memory pack, and I just happen to have a little bit of free time today, so here we are. We are going to be playing some Hexen 64. Going to try to kind of get back to where we were at the end of Abba 64 Episode 1. So, just to let you all know, the world of Hexen is actually the second of three games in this trilogy. So the first game is actually a PC game called Heretic. The second game is Hexen Beyond Heretic. And the third game, honestly, I'm not even sure what it is. I know it's. I don't believe that it has the Hexen name in it, but I think that it still has a Heretic name or association or what have you. And what's going on is each of these three games touches on the fact that there are three dragon riders or serpent riders, I believe. And so each of these three, that they're brothers, and they happen to take over three different realms. So with Heretic, you started out as a player character there, Doom style, just a little more fantasy based, and you end up taking out one of the brothers. In Hexen, you play as one of three different classes of soldier. So you have yourself the traditional, all guts, all glory, getting close, full contact brawler fighter. You also have the cleric, and you also have a mage. Now, in this world, one of the dragon riders shows up, effectively says, "Hey, I'm in charge." Challenges this realm's leadership, and the realm's leadership decide that yes, this dragon rider is way too powerful, and they capitulate. So they end up converting to essentially zombie versions of themselves. So they're immortal, but at the same time they serve this dragon rider. They don't have that will of their own anymore. They serve the dragon rider, and the realm's inhabitants all get transformed into various different types of monsters. Well, that happens to be the case for just about everyone except for three different newbies. one mage, one cleric, one fighter. And the three of these folks kind of look at each other like, okay, we don't really have much of a choice. We've got to try to do something to help out our land. So they decide, okay, well, we're going to go walk through this portal together, and we're going to do whatever we can to find this dragon serpent and kill it and restore some semblance of order to the land. Well, unfortunately, when they all enter this portal, they all get separated. So we end up in a solo situation. What's interesting, though, is if you have multiple controllers, and since the N64 has for native ports to it, you can actually play this game in split screen. Now, if I'm mistaken, actually, you can play upwards of two people on the same console and on the same monitor. Unfortunately, you can't play three people, but playing it with another person definitely gives it that feeling of what the original experience, or not the original experience, but what the original battle plan was supposed to be, which is they all walk through together and they help each other to defeat the dragon serpent. Unfortunately, we're just going to have to go this one solo, but we are going to make sure that we try to catch up as quickly as we can to where we were previously. And with that said, we're going to go ahead and see if we can switch over to our green gameplay screen. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and press start. We're going to go with, let's see here, do we want the panel? We don't. Do we want to do a configuration? We don't need to do that. Game files, okay, we don't really need to do much there. So we're going to go ahead and go with Auto Center. We're going to go with the control pad. And let's go with the Cleric Novice. So, what's interesting is in this game, you have, I think, four tiers of weaponry, and we're approaching the Winnowing Hall. This is the very, very beginning of the game. Among the first places set upon by Korax's minions, the chapel's bell sounds as a death knell for the doom about to befall the rest of Hexen. Ooh, spooky. So, quite literally, let's see here. Aha, there we are. Alright. Quite literally, there are 4 different styles of weaponry that each character is able to use. With our cleric, we have this mace, and the next weapon we end up getting is a serpent staff, which is able to sap away the enemy's life force if you're standing like right next to them, or you could use that same staff to fire projectiles that just kill the enemy. After that, you get a tier 3 weapon, which I believe in the cleric's case is a ability to shoot fire. Not quite flamethrower style, but quite literally just shoot in a straight line, a line of bolts, fire bolts, and doesn't quite engulf the enemy or anything of that sort. But okay, that's a little interesting. What is this button configuration? Okay, that was really messed up. I didn't realize I was going to change the our control settings that much if we use the control pad versus the control stick. Okay, well, I guess we're going to do the control stick then. I was kind of hoping that we would be able to play with the control pad, since sometimes this control stick gets to be a little too sensitive, and you can't really change your sensitivity on this setting. Not that I'm aware of, at least. It probably is possible. I'm just missing it. But yeah. Anyhow, you have green mana, you have blue mana. Blue mana is for your second tier weapon. You have green mana for your third tier weapon. And then if you have both, you can actually use your fourth tier weapon, which can sometimes very rapidly deplete your green and blue mana. But in our case, we'll end up with one of the best weapons in game just playing as the cleric, because the cleric's got some seriously badass tier 4 weapons. I don't think I've seen anything quite as terrifying as far as weapons are concerned than what the cleric's going to be able to bring to the table. Let's see here. Normally I would play as like the mage and what have you, but I think that it's going to be a slightly quicker trek through the game if we play as the cleric. Just because the cleric has a little more damage capability than the mage, especially in the early game. Like using this here, mace is not as bad as I had remembered it being. You could get the fighter and pretty much wipe out most of these enemies with 3 punches. It only takes 4 hits with the mace to do the same thing. Okay, so let's go down here. Say hi to this jabroni. Okay, most of the time it takes 4 hits, 4 solid hits, and then you get a kill off the enemy. Okay, so we're in the Winnowing Hall. I really don't know what this used to be, like as far as a training hall for the mages, or some sort of a place where new mages, new clerics, and new fighters would perhaps meet up with their different mentors, or what have you, or if maybe this was just a kind of centralized welcoming area for people new to the realm. But it is a little bit harrowing that this is the first place that Corex ends up taking over. Alright, let's see here. And of course, we got these nice little tricks and traps. We're going to see this pretty often in the game. Come back here. There we go. So there's a lot of different places where we might pick up an item, and then all of a sudden you've either got the or the floor falling out from underneath you, or you might have, I don't know, some door or ceiling trying to crush the ever-living crap out of you. Okay, let's go ahead and activate this switch. There we go. And we head upstairs. We should find another one of these 2-headed beasts. Then, of course, let's go ahead and jump up here. Grab ourselves the platinum helmet for a little bit of extra protection. Right. Now, one other thing I did is I did choose to use auto center. That's so that if we end up looking up or looking down, we don't have to worry about trying to recenter the screen manually every single time, which can be sometimes a little bit difficult to get just right anyway. So every once in a while we'll look up, we'll look down. If we don't have a ranged weapon, there's no real point in and maintaining that view. Alright. So we got the bell tower here. And got another one of these guys. Now, see, one thing I'm not quite sure of is whether these folks used to be clerics or fighters. Because on the one hand, they got maces. On the other hand, they're styled in gear that kind of looks like they ought to be fighters. Can't quite tell what these guys used to be. All right, here we go. Alright, so then we'll go across over this ways, we'll open up this tower, walk on inside, break some vases, grab some quartz flasks. These quartz flasks are really great for us to have. The reason being is because they act as portable med kits for us. One other thing that's nice is there is fall damage. It's a nice touch in the game, but it also can be a little bit rough around the edges. You know what? No. Let's go back through this this hallway here. Grab some of those vials of health. Oh, you. And that's really where you have to give it to the mage. Even with the mage's default weapon, it's ranged. So a lot of these ravens and what have you, they can shoot fireballs at you. Would definitely not be a match. Whereas with the cleric and the fighter, you gotta get in close and do some damage that way. Or you have to upgrade your weapons to the second tier. Or I think in the fighter's case, the third tier, because I think the second tier is your melee axe. Hashtag my armor's better than yours. There we go. And then boom! That takes us to the 7 portals. Now what I love about this is that the game actually has a spoken hub model to it. So when you go into this area, it's not just like, Doom style. You just go ahead and get to the next button, and then it gets you out of the level, and gets you into the next level, and go kill some enemies, go find this key card, and then go back, open up a door, press the next button. They actually have a hub and spoke model where you have in this particular map 7 doors that once guarded Hexen from outside invasion. Forces that had served the world now bar your way and hide a valuable secret. They're not joking about that. You had to go back and forth between those 6 doors initially, 6 doors leading to 3 different worlds, and solve puzzles within each of these areas in order to make more progress, either in a different world or in the actual hub itself. The hub itself can actually be manipulated by buttons in the spoke worlds. So it's kind of nice. Okay, so
Greetings, mortal. Are you ready to die?
I mean, between that and the, I guess that's a crow maybe, or maybe a raven. Just a little bit annoying, and just maybe perhaps a little bit telling of what kind of enemy we're up against. Normally I would just skip these enemies, but you know what? Nah, fam. Ain't nothing surviving. Not especially after getting taunted like that. This cleric's gonna be on a mission. Also, just the fact that the sky is red in this game, you know, there's so much that's very telling about this realm, and kind of what it used to be versus what it is now. I mean, all these dead trees, these leaves that are just kind of blown around in the wind, and you're just looking like, man, okay, you know, this place may have had some real charm to it, and may have been very welcoming, and a place of wonder and mystery, and now it's just desolate. You know, it doesn't look like it's like a healthy place. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna come on in here, we're gonna detonate one of those. So one of my favorite offensive items in this game is the flechette. And I know that sounds seriously weird. If you know how to use these to balance out your player character's weaknesses, it goes a long way. For the cleric, this is especially a deadly weapon because you can leave toxic clouds of gas for your enemy to just walk on into and suffocate. So, you know, sort of like going to Taco Bell at 3 o'clock in the morning and getting yourself the chalupa with some extra sour cream. You know, it may wreak some havoc on you, but it'll also wreak some havoc on, you know, folks kind of close to you. Depending on how you handle your situation. Or apparently, according to one of the community members, if you have a weak stomach like I do. Which, you know, given my age, is not something I can really argue against. But I will say that the flechettes actually react differently depending on what character class you're playing as. The cleric leaves those gas clouds. The mage leaves a stationary bomb that goes off once and doesn't do any additional damage, and the fighter actually is able to throw it like a grenade, and it'll bounce around a couple of times before it detonates. Or if you're throwing it directly onto an enemy, it makes a contact explosion. So it is so nice. It's like a ranged weapon for the fighter, and is a little bit of a trapster kind of a boost of power for the mage, who, you know, doesn't really have a lot of those heavy hitting attacks, at least in the early game. The Guardian of Ice. In these frozen caverns, relentless ice is the sentinel that will crush any who attempt to slip by and unlock its secrets. No joke, this place is very formidable. And got that pretty pendant on that side, which we can't get, but we will later on. Okay, fuck these guys. I'm sorry, that is like one of the best. One of the best sound effects in this game. Okay, for a second I really thought that they were going to be able to get on through. Now, I do have to mention that anytime I set one of these toxic gas cloud bombs, I have to be a little bit careful because it can actually damage me as well. gonna try to get them to try to climb the stairs after me, but I fell. Give me your soul. That's also a nice thing about this weapon. If we're standing very close to the enemy, we can actually sap away their health and take it for ourselves. So instead of having to use one of our quartz flasks to heal, we just attack the enemy and take away their strength. One thing that's kind of nice and interesting about this is we pulled that that chain, and it went ahead and activated these 4 pillars. Well, the first time I walked onto one of these columns, it very nearly killed me because it crushed the living daylights out of us before we could hop off that platform. Well, if you take a look here, you got yourself a sword that tells you which one of these is safe. Is actually a portal home. So it randomizes, which is a nice little touch. I just happened to look at it like, what the heck? Like, how am I supposed to figure out what's going on? Oh, yeah, that's right. Hashtag look up, look down. look around you. And it brings us back here, which I'm sure it's opened up a door. I think over this way. Yes. So this is going to be, I believe, the Guardian of Fire. We're just going to hang out over here for just a little bit longer. The reason being is because those serpents can actually fire fireballs, so I don't want to take any damage in that respect. You know, let the thing try to come over and attack me directly versus letting it just shoot at me. Oh, that's right. Here we are. Okay, so let's get the blue mana. And then, maybe, possibly, there we go. Okay. Then hop through this portal. The Guardian of Fire. In the molten depths of the world, death wears a mask of lava and fire. You must brave searing destruction in order to continue onward. Now, if I ever saw something like this happen, I would just be like, what the f am I dealing with here? Okay, so we're going to try to go across here before... Oh, come on, come on. Gotta get that to raise up faster. Okay, there we go. If I hadn't overshot that, that platform, we totally would have been able to cross without any damage. Thankfully, though, we have these crystal vials here to give us more health. Okay, so 1/3 of the puzzle has been solved on the 7 portals. Okay. Anyone else down here living? Yes, indeed. I've got a decent amount of mana, so hit these guys, and I have to worry about depleting our stock there. So, if I'm mistaken, from our last episode, these doors both need the fire key, which we can't get our hands on just yet. So, we walk through this, walk through here, grab all these flechettes, and make a run for it. Ooh, almost fell a couple of times there. Okay. Now let's try this out. Oh, I don't like the sound of that. That's one of those ravens that can shoot fireballs at us. Where are you? Okay, there we are. Now we go ahead and pull this chain. Oof! They get ambushed by one of those. See, this is where I would look at it and just be like, okay, the fighter would be at a severely distinct disadvantage. Okay, so we grab our flame mask. Okay, whew. Alright, so we have the flame mask. There's not really much else we can do down here. I don't believe. So we're going to go ahead and move up here. Up across, take a slight amount of damage, but make it back to the 7 portals. Now hopefully, and removing the mask from the pedestal, we've actually opened up the next door. Well, we have, but it also sounds like we also have some enemy reinforcements. Where was that dude going? There we go. Like, come back here, bro. Come back here. Nice. That serpent happened to hit the enemy as well, and that's actually a really nice thing in this game. The enemy can hurt their own allies. So anytime we can even coax just a little bit of that help, it goes a long way. The Guardian of Steel. Cold steel, once serving the might of Hexen, now stands arrayed against those who would liberate the world from Corax. Corax, who needs some borax. Yeah, I know that was a horrible one. I'm sorry, guys. Actually, I'm not sorry. But hey. Alright, so there's 2 different ways up, and just to make sure those guys. Oh, screw this guy too. I hate those Centurions so much, because if I'm not mistaken, whenever they raise their shield, anything that you may have cast, any projectiles, whether it's a flechette, whether it's a bolt or two from this serpent staff, it gets reflected back at you to do damage against you. So you just want to very slowly kill those guys without wasting any mana. Back here. Oh, you smarmy son of a... Here we go. Right. What do we got down here? Oh, one of these guys. Okay. Got some more flechettes. Okay. We're going to backtrack just a bit. That way we clear out the second side of this. These are all interlinked, this side and the other one, so it really doesn't matter whether or not we go back and take these guys out or charge forward and take them out. It's more preference. And besides, since I decided to go full bougie and use the flechette there, I didn't want to just hang around and wait for it to dissipate. Oh, that was messy. For the enemy. Oh man. I mean, I get that it's an elevator and all, but I really didn't want to leave the elevator. Come on now. Oh, come on. Okay. Let's go around this ways first. I'm going to stand over this ways just in case it tries to turn around. Okay, let's try this out again. So I really want to use this elevator. There we go. And the reason why is because I want to access this. 1/3 of the puzzle has been solved. Can I go in there? Now, what I wonder though is, what was this place down here? Like, what was the Guardian of Steel? It doesn't seem like it's a forge any more than Guardian of Ice or Guardian of Fire. I need a steel key, that's right. And I believe that these are both closed off to me for now. So, because we did get the confirmation that a third of the puzzle has been solved, we're going to go back towards the this start portal and have a jump inside. And this should hopefully open up the what I call the B sides, so the other of these 6 doors, 3 along one wall, 3 along the other, hopefully opening up the one right here in the middle. Oh, totally didn't move out of there in time. Whoops. let them smell gas. Okay, that one survived. Come on now. Walk forward. Walk forward. Walk forward into this. Oh, you son of a gun. Okay. That's alright. We'll just steal its life power. Alright, so... sounds like somebody just teleported in. No, that didn't sound good. That's why. We got some of these ice guardians. Oh. Yeah, I forgot that those things could shoot shards. It's a little bit more deadly than your standard enemy. Okay, jump. Okay, there we go. Give me your life. There we go. Great! Welcome on in. How you doing? Yeah, this here gem of a classic, as opposed to or not as opposed to, but along the lines of the marathon games. Yes, indeed. How you doing? It's been a while. How you been? Okay, so we're gonna go through here, and this should land us on the backside of the Guardian of Ice. So where we teleported in initially, we turned around and we saw like a necklace or an amulet or what have you, and there's no way for us to get there. This actually teleports us to that back half, to be able to go, exploring a little bit more. Okay, so right now we've got 17 of these flechettes. We can only carry 25 of any given item because that's the limit that the game sets on us. So we got to go find some folks like these guys here to gas. And just gotta wait it out, because that's gonna hurt us if we try to walk through it. So still a good use of a flechette though. 3 kills and no use of mana. I'll take it. Okay. It is fire. Okay. Now, why do I get this feeling? As soon as I activate this one, we're gonna get enemies teleporting in. Yup. Quit your job and you've been staying busier than when you were employed. Holy crap! That's intense, but that's awesome. That's intense. How are you liking it? Hopefully it's good business, but not too busy that you can't keep up or anything like that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I absolutely love seeing folks get successful like that. I know that sometimes when it's just too much, that just hurts the business too. Okay, so I think there's this section here, and this is the part I know I'm gonna suck at really bad. First-person platforming, not a fan. All right. Now, That's interesting. I think that those stars there are supposed to be points where we can actually bridge across instead of having to jump again. But you know what? I don't know that I trust anything in the world of Hexen. I don't know that that's ever really a good idea. So like this motherfucker tried to sneak up on us. He started building the web store for your art, learning the store interface. Man, I hear that. I'm excited for you though. By all means, if and when you get everything all set up, please, if you don't mind, share the website with us. I mean, I would absolutely love to promote you. Not only that, but I know I've seen your work before, your artwork before. I know it's primo. It's so fucking good, so fucking good. Ooh. Okay, this probably would have been a good time for me to use some of those flechettes. So, here we are at the place we were at before. It's sort of like I had thought before. Oh crap! Yeah, that's just me being stupid about looking up and looking down. Hashtag we just Taco Bell'd ourselves. It's not live yet, but the site is metalishell.com. You can sign up there to be automatically notified as soon as it opens up. Yo, one, I love the name, and two, you better be damn straight. I'm gonna be signing up for that. All right. So what I was trying to do before you had this this sword telling you, hey, go into this column because it's a portal out of here. Well, since you activated some buttons in the other side of this area, now you got these side rooms that you can actually go into. And we're gonna promptly tell these guys to fuck off. Like so. I think that those enemies are really cool, but at the same time, man, can they be a pain in the ass. Alright, the other thing we gotta do is activate that. So that way we can get the steel key. And then from here, try to find our way across without dying. Okay, all right, not bad, not bad. 1, 2, 3, and jump. There we go. And we're not just done with that yet. We still have this section. Soften them up a little bit. Okay. Heck with this guy. Give me your soul. I love stealing your health. Like no other. Get some more blue mana. now we have both keys to help us advance in the other two levels. So it's time for us to go back to the hub and see if we can open up both both of the other doors for the B sides. Okay, so okay. Forgot that was a thing. See what we got next in here. Okay, so we have 2 more flechettes that we could pick up before we max out. The Guardian of Fire. Now we have our fire key, which is going to let us open up those 2 doors that we couldn't access before. Let's see. Drops us off right outside of them. And of course, first thing I'm going to do is step in lava, because I am definitely klutzy with these controls. Oh, there's a switch. Ah. Give me your soul. Here we go. I always prefer doing that versus having to use the quartz. Use the quartz, Luke. Oh crap! Yeah, I was just stupid with that. Just a little closer. There we go. Alright. Steal this person's life energy. Mino! No, Mino, you're never late. How you doing today, though? Sounds like the enemies are fighting each other around that corner. I wonder who's gonna win. Yo! We have a chaos device, which I'm not even gonna try to pretend like I know what the heck that's supposed to do. Okay, sounds like we got another one of those ravens. We do. Oh, I've been doing all right, Gray. I know it sounds weird, but I am very happily demoted back to being a regular employee instead of part of management. So I am thrilled. Doing okay. Still hot, but better than during the daytime. I can imagine as much. How hot is it? Probably 90s Fahrenheit. We're gonna go ahead and get the stairs to rise. It's actually kind of ironic too, Greg, is like as excited as I am that I've been temporarily demoted. I'm also saddened that I'm only temporarily being demoted. So the permanent manager is going to be going on maternity leave in January. So I know that when that happens, I'm going to be taking over again as manager until she gets back from maternity leave. And then after that, I'll officially be just regular staff instead of part of management. You're off today because 137 years ago, the Brazilian military decided they wanted a president instead of an emperor and ousted the royal family. Oh, yeah, that's right. Hashtag national holiday. Gotta love it. Oh, 2 sets of stairs. I forgot about that. And also, mana. Gotta get our mana. Did you get to do anything fun and exciting, I hope? Other than, you know, just trying to beat that sweltering heat. There we go. Okay, so it looks like there's something up there that we ought to be able to get at some point. We just have to get the stairs to elevate. Got this set, so let's try this out. What is this gonna do for us? A door open on a Guardian of Ice. Okay, that kind of makes sense because there are two doors. One to the left that I think was steel, and one to the right that was more like a onyx or what have you. Blue mana, best mana, even though this is not Magic the Gathering. Oh, heck with these guys. Hate those guys so much. If only for the reason that their shield reflects every one of those projectiles. It's one of these guys again. We're gonna let that guy choke on that a little bit. So many of these reinforcements, though, just warping on in like there's nothing at all to it. Okay, 20 flechettes, I like it. Now we're going to be going back to the Guardian of Steel. And now we have the steel key, so hopefully we should be able to make some good progress in this map. Okay. I think that this where we were before. Or maybe on the other side? Behind the steel key door? Let's find out. those guys suffocate. Over this way, and I'm gonna guess that we have the same enemies. Oh, nice. Ooh, no you don't. Ah, heck with it. What I'm gonna do, should open this up. And it'll kill it. Let's head down here. Let's see who's down here. Who are these guys? Okay, we're gonna poison cloud that one. Who do we have up here? Which contenders do we have up here? So this was quite literally the other side of the steel doors or steel pillars. That means that there's a elevator here, a steel key elevator that we need to go through. I'm not liking the fact that I'm hearing these enemies. I can't see where the heck they are. That elevator's off to our left. I just want to make sure that I grab some extra mana first. No, don't want to head down there. Let's grab the mana, and then we're going to go ahead and get ourselves one of these flechettes, which I'm not really happy that I'm losing out on those a little quicker, but we'll get them back up. Okay, now let's see here. No, not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Open it up and I see this guy's ugly mug. Start getting crushed by the elevator door. Hashtag OSHA violation. Okay, so there's another switch that we got to get. Let's see where that is. This was the regular elevator that we had taken. But are there other elevators that I should be aware of? I really like the symmetry of this this place. Okay, so I don't think I can progress any further on this map. Yo. Okay, that was weird. Dude just disappeared. Shouldn't be complaining about that. Alright. So there's another switch that has to be found and activated. Let's find out where that might be. I'm gonna guess the Guardian of Ice. So let's go ahead and head over this ways. And aha, there we are. Oh, so many of these. There we go. Anything else behind here? No? That's a very long way down. Okay, that's super fancy and all, but is this gonna fill up with lava? Because if not, this is gonna suck. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh! Oh! I kind of knew that was gonna happen. Had a feeling, at least. Hashtag me and my lack of platforming skills. Thank you, Gray. I appreciate that. My character needed all the help they could get, and I failed. I failed them so horrifically bad. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Hashtag we made it there. Oh, we're halfway there, living on a prayer. Oh, so much pain. So much pain. My goodness gracious, that was so freaking amazing. First person platforming, not my strong suit. Oh, no worries, Mino. Please take your time. 2, 3. Of course. Of course. By like 1 foot. 1 foot. Alright, I'm not even gonna worry about healing right now. There we go. We're gonna save that. Okay, so let's see here. I just heard somebody teleport in. But they do give us a portal out of here, so we're just gonna go ahead and take that. Oh, interesting. It's a direct portal from the Guardian of Ice to the Guardian of Fire. Okay, let's see what this is all about. Oh, it doesn't look good. First thing I'm going to want to do is grab myself some flechettes. And then, my guess... Ah. Okay, we're going to be hoping for the best here. One half of the puzzle has been solved on the 7 portals. Oh no, oh no. That's one down. So that other one, there we go. For once, that was actually a decent jump. Now, let's see. Let's go through here. And hopefully, either the stairs are up, like the third set of stairs, or some of the sorts. Aren't. That's okay. We've been able to get through most of the maps. Now the question is, do we need to go back to Guardian of Ice? Maybe Guardian of Steel. Let's try out Guardian of Steel. Blue mana, yes. Could always use some blue mana. This here. Yeah, let me try to get out of this area before that serpent fires at us. Okay, can't go through there. But I guess if this is still blocked off. It is indeed. Okay, so let's try out the other side of this map and see if maybe that's opened up a little bit more. Activate that switch. Okay, so I don't believe... Nope. Okay, that's still closed off. So not quite this area then. On down this ways. We've got quite a few of these. Alright. And then I'm almost wondering if I have to go back to the Guardian of Fire. We activated that one switch. It said that something or other, like half of the puzzle has been solved here. In the 7 portals. Actually, now I'm thinking about this. Let's try out the Guardian of Ice again. I very much wonder if I missed something here. decent amount of mana from here. And let's go check this side loop again. Okay, nothing wrong with extra mana. Let's see, what else do we have? It's gonna take us back to the Guardian of Fire. I've already activated that puzzle piece. Jump up, and it's already been activated. So the question is, what did we miss activating? This switch has already been opened. Matt! Hey! How you doing today? Welcome on in. You know, welcome back. Matt, it's great to see ya. Yeah, everything's going okay. Honestly, I'm just, kind of chilling, kind of vibing. If anything, I'm really hoping that the end of this week comes by nice and quick, because I just now realized that once my shift is over on Friday, I got 6 days off. Oh, look at these guys. Yeah. It's been a long while since I played Hexen, but man, this is such a great game. Oh my gosh. You know, it's interesting too, because, you know, the way that I understand it, this story is really one of the three classes of characters working together to try to free Hexen. Yet I've only ever been able to play it with one of my brothers, because I don't think that it supports having more than 2 players at a time. So it just makes me a little bit more interested in seeing what this game would have looked like if you had been able to play it with all 3 players as intended. You know, 1 mage, one fighter, 1 cleric. Okay. I feel like I missed something here. Downgrade, welcome on in. How are you doing today? Okay, so I am a little bit mystified, because I know we solved part of the puzzle in the 7 portals, but I kind of feel like we're missing. We're definitely missing some component of this puzzle, and I don't like it. Okay, so let's work through here, and now take us to this platform, and we go back to the 7 portals. But the question is, what are we gonna see in the 7 portals? You're good. You applied for a restaurant job today. Nice. How did it go? Alright, so... let's see... this is a starting area. Huh. I don't think that the other stairwell has been opened up yet. Okay, so this is already pulled. That set of stairs has not been pulled though. Okay. You're going to call them Friday, check on the application, you submitted it online. That's fair. I definitely hope that they at least bring you on in for an interview, if not outright just hire you. That'd be really great. How's the commute going to look like though? If you don't mind my asking. Is it at least semi-decent? Because I know, I mean, it's winter months in here in the States. Your dad knows the manager, and the manager knows your family. I mean, that's fair. I'm hoping that does give you at least a boost. Okay, there's got to be a switch I'm missing someplace. Especially with this stairwell here. There's gotta be another switch up top. If you have to walk to work, it'll be a 2-hour. Dang! Downgrade. Please tell me there's like some semblance of a bus route that'll take you by there at least. Because, yeah, that's not good, man. Especially if you're going to be working restaurant anything. No? I don't know that I feel comfortable with that. Well, yes and no. Okay. That sounds intriguing. One half of the puzzle is solved. We've got the steel key. We have the fire key. Open both the doors to the Guardian of Fire map. So where? The buses will come to your house to pick you up and take you to work, but they need 2 days warning before they will. Oh man. Well, on the one hand, I'm glad that you have that as an option. On the other hand, please tell me that they're going to at least give you your schedule that far in advance. Like, a couple of weeks in advance, and not just, oh, hey, you know, we need you here because somebody called out sick, kind of a deal. It is that's a pretty rough kind of deal to work with. Okay. Let's go back to the Guardian of Fire. No clue. You'll just talk to them about it when you go into the interview. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I do hope that they give you not just a fair shake, but also that they fully support you with everything, you know? really think I'm missing out on some hint or clue or other. So we teleported in. We threw this switch. There's no other side of that switch or button or anything of sorts. Found ourselves back in here. Okay, more mana. Always like more mana. Activated the elevator. Came on down here. We've got the elevator into the back rooms here. This leads off into the main hallway. Your old boss at the restaurant you worked for 5 years told you to take the 5-year certificate you got from a restaurant. Yeah, no, I would definitely recommend that. Anything to show that you're going to be able to do a lot more for that group, that restaurant. And it should be a pretty easy. She said it would look good taking that in. I would agree. I would definitely agree. Especially when it comes to restaurant work. The longer that you've been someplace, it just shows that you're more reliable, you know, and that you got the chops to be able to do well for them. Okay, I'm clearly missing something on one of these maps. Another heat complaint. Here it was 99 Fahrenheit yesterday, but in Rio, 136 in Rio? Yo, that is not good. That's insane, Mino. And correct me if I'm wrong, but Rio's pretty humid, isn't it? Like it's fairly humid there, isn't it? Okay, this is gonna look silly, but I'm going to see if there's something back at the beginning portal. Once you finally get moved into city limits, the bus routes go by most apartments in the city. Plus, they go to that restaurant as well, so you'd be able to help too when you move into city limits. That's nice. Nice, Mino. Nice. Yeah, I couldn't remember if they were a seaside city or not, but that definitely answers my question. In Sao Paulo, you have a low humidity warning. Interesting. Also, downgrade. I'm hoping that you get a move out that way soon, because I mean, just the idea that you might have to put up with like a 2-hour commute, and walking at that, just makes me feel so uncomfortable for you, man. Like I definitely remember those days of having to trek in shin deep snow, trying to walk about 45 minutes from a place I used to work at overnight to the nearest bus stop, and that sucked so much. Okay. feeling that I missed something in the, maybe Guardian of Ice then. It rained today? Ooh, nice. Yeah. I can honestly say that it's been raining here too, and like, okay, not so good in our case because it's getting colder. Almost to freezing temperatures, so not liking it. Not one bit. Huh. Well, you figured if it snows too bad for you to walk, you could just call them and be like, it's too bad walking the snow, so I'm gonna call out unless somebody there wants to. I don't know that I would take that for granted. Like, I get it, because for the longest while, I didn't have access to a close by bus stop and everything. But that's definitely something that someone's gonna have to kind of agree to. And what's not so good about that is that also means that you're gonna have to let somebody leave the restaurant to go and get another employee. I don't know how thrilled they're gonna be about that. It's definitely something I hope you're able to bring on up and get them to work with you on something. I just hope that they're gonna be accommodating about it, you know? Ah, dang, okay. Is there a button down here that I might have missed? Ooh. Right. So I guess the good news is that we have our whole stock of quartz replenished. For that one time, we almost got freaking crushed by the elevator. Did you see the U.S. senator that challenged a witness to a fist fight? Said witness had called the senator out before on Twitter. I had heard about that, but I'm gonna be level honest with you. I don't know that I'd actually want to watch that because it's embarrassing as hell. Like, I get being frustrated and everything, but especially in those kind of environments, I'm like, bro, what are you doing? So... Oh, crud. Man, I keep on forgetting what my button configurations are. Oops. And on the same day, a member of the House that voted to oust someone else complained that they elbowed him in the kidney. I heard about that too. I'm just like, bruh? We doing kidney shots now? You remember being a kid, play the NES at SNES and be like, wow, looks real. But now when you see the same graphics from back then, like, how did I think this looked real? I feel that 1,000% downgrade. A total normal day for politicians. You know, I wish I could laugh at that, Mino. I really do. This is the kind of stuff that you used to you hear about and think like, oh, okay, you know, this can't happen in today's world, and then you see it happen in today's world. Oh no! See, I used to think that about Doom 64 and about like this game. I used to think, oh my gosh, this game looks so good. It does, but at the same time, like it is very clear how dated these graphics are. And again, I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean quite literally. It's like getting a new pair of glasses, you know? Okay, I don't think there's actually anyone here to challenge us. So we're gonna go ahead and have a look at the map here. Do you remember how the violence on the original Mortal Kombat was considered so terrible? They had hearings in Congress. I do actually remember that. And it's actually kind of funny and sad at the same time, because I'm sitting here thinking to myself, you know, the original Mortal Kombat wasn't as nearly as violent as folks thought it would be. Like, it not that horrifically bad, you know? Oh, wait a minute here. I wonder if I misunderstood how these are working. Let's try that out. It's like when you take off your glasses while playing a recent game, your vision goes blurry, it looks like older graphics. Exactly. Exactly. Like, there are just some games you look at and you're like, oh, that looks like really, really realistic or what have you. And then you realize, wait, no, it really doesn't. It's also funny you mention that because I will admit that without my glasses, my vision is horrifically bad. It's actually kind of funny because I've been thinking about seeing if it's possible for me to get laser surgery on my eyes. I know that it'd be fairly expensive and what have you, but at the same time, I don't know. I just feel like my eyesight, it's not quite going, but it's just not good if I lose my glasses. And I think I'm much more terrified of that at this age than I ever have been before. You can see up close, just not too far away. Yeah, that's actually not at all a bad thing. Well, I'll level with you. I'm actually kind of envious of those folks who have that type of vision because I've got astigmatism. I did misunderstand how those buttons worked. Okay. Uh-oh. Get moving. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I have astigmatism, so it doesn't matter if I've got my glasses on or off. Well, it does matter because I wouldn't be able to see without my glasses. If I have my glasses on, I can see okay. The one thing I just hate is the fact that these glasses fog up so easy in the wintertime. That's not even funny. What I meant to say though is, it doesn't matter if I'm looking at something near or far, it's going to be blurry as heck. And it used to be much tamer when I was in elementary school. Like I could see things more close by, but I couldn't see anything far away. And it's just gotten worse with time. So let's see about when am I streaming night track? Hashtag never. Man, that's a blast from the past. Once it gets past arm's length without your glasses, things start getting a bit blurry. But the further away something is, the blurrier it is without your glasses. Yeah, and that's actually not bad. I'm hoping that if anything, your eyesight stays relatively the same, like your prescription stays relatively the same. I know that. Depending on, especially depending on your genes, your eyesight might actually stay nice and stabilized for like decades, which is not at all a bad thing. But I do hope that at least the glasses you've got. Like the prescription won't change very much if you do end up needing like new corrective lenses. Just because I also know how much of a pain in the butt it is to get new corrective lenses. So, aha! There we go. The stairs have risen. Oh man, I'm sorry, downgrade. I will say though, so if I found this out kind of like a little bit of by trial and error, what have you, and by accident. But you can actually get yourself a like a eye exam and everything. Take the prescription with you, and either order your glasses online to be delivered with just uploading all of your prescription information, or you could take it to another place that sells frames for you and everything. Because what I've noticed is that some of those frames are like horrifically marked up. Like, um, one pair that I thought was going to be pretty affordable, like $25, $30. All said and done, like adding things like shadow resistance, and some blue light protection. Between just those two, it ended up being like freaking 100 or some odd bucks. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. We're gonna put away the blue light protection. We're gonna keep it a little bit more shadow resistant because I'm always like paranoid about that piece. I'm that blind without these glasses. Um, but yeah, I just kind of looked at it like, oh, a door. Okay, sweet. Progress. Yeah, I was gonna say that it's it's remarkable how much that price can change with some of those quote unquote extras that aren't extras and the least freaking bit. The ones that you've had lasted you from 2014, 2015. Oh yeah, no. If you can care for your glasses well enough, they will last you a long time. Um, the ones that I had before these were roughly from that period of time. I think I got these glasses, my newer ones, maybe like a year or two ago. But before that, the pair I had lasted from like 2013. Hashtag no surprise. Hashtag I don't like going to the doctors. Then again, I don't know that anyone really does like going to the doctors, but hey, that's a different story altogether. You have myopia and astigmatism? Yeah. According to one of my older optometrists, apparently I've got astigmatism in one eye and I have double astigmatism in the other. You thought about going to an eye doctor, getting a new prescription, and order the ones online? I would recommend it. And if I'm not mistaken, there are like one or two online places that'll let you try out their frames, or at least they have some places that'll let you try on your prescription glasses, and if it's not the frame that you want or what have you, you have a certain amount of time to send it back in, for a return or an adjustment. So I definitely would recommend that, or even I think it's Warber. Oh gosh, this is gonna actually bother me. Hold on one second. Okay, sorry. I had to look it up because I'm looking like, wait, is it Warby Parky? It's Warby Parker. So spelled like this. So those folks, I think, actually do have one of those, try these frames for free kind of a deal, and choose the one that you want, and they'll make the custom lenses using that frame. But I know that there's some pretty good affordable options online. And the way I look at it is the bulk of your expense with glasses is usually just going to be the lenses themselves. If you're getting charged a wazoo for the frames, I don't know that that's a good thing. But then again, that's also me. Like, I don't mind wearing glasses that look like they're army issue, birth control glasses or anything like that. As long as they work well, I'm good with it. Oh, what have we here? Yo, okay. That was a lot of ice golems. You'd love to have regular prescription glasses and prescription sunglasses? That's fair. Yeah, I was gonna say also, if by any chance you can get a good deal for it, they also have transitions, which are so freaking nice. Quite literally, it's one of those cases where your glasses will darken when exposed to sunlight, so you don't have to necessarily have like dedicated glasses. Oh, smacks! Unless you really want to. You prefer to have dedicated ones? That's understandable. This place, man. probably be using eye drops too. You have dry eyes, they itch sometimes as well. Oh, that's pretty bad. I definitely would recommend, in that kind of a case, at least, to try out some regular regular eye drops, like artificial tears or something of the sorts. I know that there's like prescription style drops and everything, but I'm hoping you don't have one of those conditions. Because if you do, it's man, it is expensive at AF. Okay, let's see. Give me your soul. And I will say that if you have dry eyes because of like allergies, sometimes it happens. There's actually a over-the-counter eye drop called Ketotyphon. It's the generic for Zatador, and that actually works like a freaking charm. But sometimes it's just a matter of, you know, stuff getting in your eyes and not having enough tears to wash it out, you know. But chronic dry eye syndrome is such a freaking beast. It sucks so much. They wanted to dilate your eyes. Oh, I hate that stuff so much. Just because of how uncomfortable it is. When they put the drops in your eyes, you felt like they were burning for about a minute or two. Yeah. Oh, easily. You know, between the drops not being the most comfortable things to have placed in your eyes, and the fact that it makes your eyes that much more light sensitive. Oh, it sucks. Another thing that sucks, now I'm thinking about it, is when they're like, hey, we gotta take your eye pressure. So then they have you sit in front of that one puffer machine and just, oh, we didn't get a good reading. We gotta take another puff. I'm like, nah, fam. At this point, you're just fucking with me. I mean, I know they're not, but at the same time. Yeah, last time I went in for my eye exam, I think that they've actually been able to find like new ways of getting your eye pressure taken, so you don't have to do the entire, you know, here we're gonna put another puff in your eye kind of deal. I was so freaking grateful. I'm like, bro, I hate that machine so much. Okay, that looked like a very freaky button. What the heck did that just do? Last time you went in, they asked what your current prescription was at the time. You didn't know, so you took your glasses to the back, put them in the machine. Oh, nice! He said they wanted to see if your new prescription was better or worse. And the old, turns out your eyesight got slightly worse. That's actually really normal. If anything, you know, the glasses, if they're not able to fully to help your eyes kind of correct, it'll actually at least keep it from getting that much worse. So it's good that that at least it was always slightly worse. Let's see if we can get to like one of the two portals are here. Goodness gracious. Boom. Stone's grind into 7 portals. So I'm guessing that this is going to open up some sort of a cage or what have you towards, I think, the beginning of this stage. Let's find out. Yes! Okay. Sweet deal. I mean, heck, even if these are just going to be for the flechettes, I'll take them. I love me my flechettes. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, it's probably a good idea for me to go ahead and just save too. You wish you knew what your current prescription you have is, so you could just order new ones. Yeah, I don't know that it would be a good idea to order up new like new lenses based off of your current prescription. I would want to see first if your vision's changed enough that you need new strength lenses. Because that, even though it sounds like you'd be saving money there, like if they're not the right prescription, I don't know you're really going to be saving anything, you know? Okay, did that do it? No. We're going to go double A. And that's what my concern is. Like, if you do need a slightly stronger prescription, you know, why spend the money on new frames and new lenses and not go with the right prescription? I know that that sounds a little weird, but if you could find yourself a good optometrist, it's actually not as bad on pricing as it would seem. Like, I know that one of the optometrists in my area, they're an independent who works out of like a vision center and everything. And since they have a ton of patients, they've actually dropped their pricing. I know that sounds a little weird and everything, but they actually changed it up so that it was going to be like $30 cash. I was like, "Are you freaking kidding me, bro? Like that's a steal." But I mean, the guy is able to absolutely undercut everyone else in the area, and he does a really good job. So I'm hoping that you actually have like someone in the area who's going to be pretty good. Oh well then, these guys look like they're waiting for a great ambush. Okay, here's some blue mana. Okay, there we are. I wonder where there's the switch for that. Oh, some of these guys. Okay, let's walk through here. I think we could pick up some flechettes. Oh, dude, I forgot how much this could be. I don't want to say fully graphic or what have you, but dang, do they really need to impale all these folks? I just kind of think that they just went a little too extra. Okay, there's, I guess basically there's like a elevator this ways. Okay. Here's hoping. Wings of Wrath. I'm gonna guess that that's gonna let me fly at some point. Okay, so I think that this is actually the first hub down. And of of course, I'm a little bit nervous because this controller sensitivity. Okay, there we go. I did not want to fall. Just try to walk up the stairs. That was going to be very embarrassing. Ooh, what is that? Segment of the Wraith Verge. I like it. Okay, so that, I think that's like one of the 3 pieces you need in order to get the last weapon. Having passed the 7 portals which sealed this realm, a vast domain of harsh wilderness stretches before you. Fire, ice, and steel have tested you, but greater challenges remain ahead. The dense tangle of forest surely hides hostile eyes, but what lies beyond will be worse. Barren desert, dank swamps, and musty caverns bar your way, but you cannot let anything keep you from your fate, even if you might come to wish that it would. And beyond, flickering in the distance, the ever-shifting walls of the hypostyle seem to mock your every effort. Have a great night, Mino. Thank you so much for hanging out. I really appreciate you, man. Sleep well, sweet dreams, and most definitely stay safe. I know that it's hot where you are, and just make sure you stay hydrated, okay, Mino? You take care, okay? The Shadow Wood. Nature itself has been corrupted into something sinister. To escape this dark forest, you must recover the secrets of the horn, the swamp, and the caves.
My servants can smell your blood, human.
Yeah, I would hope that they can because, you know, hashtag, we've been bleeding. But also, we've also taken out quite a few of their folks too. Hashtag reflect this. I got a metal stick with some spikes, bruh. We also got mushrooms. Where's Mario? Green mod out. Okay, does that mean I get the next weapon soon? Please tell me it means I'm getting the next weapon soon. I like that very much. And again, first person platforming, not my strong suit. I gotta say, this music is so freaking good. Oh my gosh. I forgot about this. Yeah, okay. Okay, I see something moving down there. I don't like that. Okay, that's a fenced-in area. Oh, that doesn't look good. Come on. Keep on attacking. Keep on attacking. Just see how much of your life you end up losing. Suckers. Anyone else want some? Okay, to be fair, they did wipe out a ton of my mana there. Oh, this doesn't look good. Why do they insist on this? Okay. Where you at, sucker? Of course. Okay. I do have to get dinner started, so much as I don't want to do this, we are going to have to call quits for here. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me for this surprise stream. I will say that we'll be back on this weekend. Hopefully Saturday. If not Saturday, definitely Sunday. Because I know that once it hits the weekend, I have 6 days off in a row. So I'm looking like, yo, we're gonna make the most of this, because once the 6 days are up, I got 8 days after that, and that's not gonna be so fun. But yeah, we might actually do. I don't even want to say it like even as a half a joke or what have you, but I remember somebody once saying that you know, why are you asking about a memory card? You got to do this the old school way, where you play through the game the entire way through without turning off the console. I'm like, that is a valid strategy, because I sure as heck remember having to do that for a few games, especially if my brothers and I were like, no, we don't want to delete any of our save files to make room for a new game save file. So we would legit just keep that console on and play through like 2 to 3 days worth of time, and hope that we beat the game. So we might actually use that strategy for one of our games that we have in our library, Ogre Battle 64. I think with Hexen, it'll be much more fun to play it like one hub at a time instead of a full run through. Or if we decide to, we might do a full run through with either the mage or the fighter, and just keep playing this way, episodic for the cleric. But we might actually play Ogre Battle 64 start to finish, using no saves, even if we have to go multiple days and just leave the console on, doing it that way. Of course, if we do happen to do it that way, that also means this is going to turn into like a 24 to 48 hour stream. Does not mean I will be awake for the entire 24 to 48 hours. What it does mean, however, is that you'd have a little bit of like a filler video in between my being awake and functional and playing, and my being asleep and just taking like a 5 hour or 6 hour stretch of time just to sleep. Because let's also be honest, that's about as much time as I get in a normal night's sleep anyway. So we might do that. I also know that we're going to try to do a collaboration stream with Scott Gamer Lounge, where he's going to be joining us on some audio, commentating while we play through GoldenEye, which I'm hoping gets here Friday, as the estimate says we're gonna get it, because I mean it's GoldenEye, it's a classic, and I have not played that in forever and a day. So we have some good games lined up, and it'll be fun times. We are going to make sure that we also get a chance to play through Silent Hill 3, because as much as that game has kicked my butt, it's fun, and I am very intrigued to see where that story goes, because like just getting thrown into the other world before you even leave your starting location, like exploring the mall and having to go to the other world mall and try to survive that nightmare. It makes me wonder, like, I don't know that they're actually in Silent Hill when the game starts, so we'll see. We'll see how things go. But thank you all so much again for joining me for this surprise stream. You all make sure you have yourselves a great time zone no matter where you are. Please stay safe, stay hydrated, stay warm, and if by any chance you're someplace that it is already warm, stay cool. I greatly appreciate you, and I will see you around the platform. Thank you all again, and you take care, okay? I'll see you around.